Hey City Youth, so glad y'all are here tonight. Let's tune into worship, it's gonna be great.
I was running wild, fell in love with the chase, hopping up and down and all over the place, wasting all my days and nights, never feeling satisfied. Putting on a smile, I was keeping it fake, but there's no imitating what I found in your grace. All the things I left behind are shadows, now I've seen the light. In my head, in my soul, my heart, my all, I know that I know, no, no, no. Never have I ever found love so good, so good. Never have I ever getting over living with you. Nothing will change it. All I can say is never have I ever found love so good, so good. Hey, I got a million reasons why I can't be the same. You've got me looking forward, never turning my gaze. Forever got it, you and I, together till the end of time. See that now? In my head, in my soul, in my heart, my all, I know that I know, no, no, no. Never have I ever found love so good, so good. Never am I ever getting over living with you. Nothing will change it. All I can say is never have I ever found love so good, so good.
Your love is patient, love is kind. Your love is never hard to find. Forever I am yours and you are mine. Alright, oh, you sing, come on.
Never have I ever found love so good, so good. Never am I ever getting over living with you. Nothing will change it. All I can say is never have I ever found love so good, so good. Hey! Never have I ever known, no. Never have I ever known.
Hey City Youth, thanks for worshiping with us. Let's tune in to the word. It's gonna be great.
All right, City Youth, hope you're doing fantastic. What an amazing worship time. Thank you so much for joining in. Hey, tonight's going to look a little bit different than it has normally. Tonight, you're going to break off into your groups and you're actually going to have a big, awesome discussion time. Talk about a few things, talk about life, but specifically we're going to be talking about the next topic for the next month, which is what's next. Here's the thing, we've gone through so many different topics these last couple months. We talked about who I am, who we are, who am I, what's next, all these different things. And right now we're focusing on what's next. And so when it comes to this topic, there are so many different things that you can think about and talk about. But specifically, we're gonna be talking about what's next in life. Like, what does it mean that now I believe in Jesus? What does that life even look like? What does that change in my life? Does my life change? Do my friends change? What looks differently now that I've said yes to Jesus and He is my Savior, He is my friend, He is there with me? There's so many different things that should be changing. It should look differently, but the thing is so many times it can be so challenging to determine which things need to look differently, which things will look the same, and how do we take on that next step in our lives. And so when it comes to the topic of what's next, we're going to be discussing this in our groups, and I don't want this to be something that you're like challenged about or something, this is a time for you to verbally process, because every single one of us has a different what's next. So many times we're focused on what somebody else is doing for what's next, or what somebody else's life looks like for that. But so many times we forget and miss out on what God has for us on this trip of what's next. Actually, we see a story where Peter and a few of the other disciples come up to Jesus because Jesus made a comment about John, that John had to stay back. And it was so funny because all the disciples come up, they're like, wait, what's going on? Why does he get to stay back? And Jesus tells them, why does it matter what he is told to do? What matters is what's next for you, what your next step is. And he even said, he's like, what is it to you if I decide to have John live forever? And obviously that made them all freak out, because they're like, what? John's going to live forever? Which isn't what Jesus said. But ultimately, it can be so easy for us to think that our what's next is actually tied to what Jesus is wanting your friend to do, or what Jesus has done before. But actually, your what's next can be totally different than anybody else. So anyway, tune in. Love you all. It's going to be an amazing time for discussion and questions. So don't be shy. Questions are amazing. They unlock so many amazing things. I always say questions are like keys to doors you didn't even know existed. There's so many awesome doors, hidden doors that God has for you in life that are going to reveal such great and deep truth. So I love you. Don't forget that we have our all church prayer on Thursday nights, and we always sit together on Sundays. So if you want people to sit with, or maybe you're a little intimidated to come to church by yourself for the first time, come. We have a seat reserved for you. Love you. Peace out.